Okay, so this is going to be very informal. This is going to be hands-on too, so we're going to have to get up and move. And I know it's the last session of the day, but we're going to get started. And then I heard that there's door prizes, so that's exciting. So we're going to talk about staff, students, schedules, and school. Oh no. When you become a after-school person, a lot of people don't know what that all is or what's it made up of. These are just ideas, and these are ideas that work within my program. But I want to hear what's working in your guys' program, and I want you guys to be able to share so that we can go back to our programs and ensure that we are giving everything we can to the children and the students that attend. So the first thing I'm going to bring up is this poster right here. Raise of hands if you guys have seen this poster before. So this is what a CCLC site coordinator is. They are a leader, comforter, planner, instructor, organizer, caregiver, tutor, fixer. They do all these roles. You have to assume all the different hats when it becomes the after school program. The teachers, they all leave, the counselors all leave, the principal all leaves. So it has to go onto your shoulders to ensure that you are providing all this in the after school program. I'm going to tell you these are the professional terms of what we do, but realistically, this is what we are, right? This is what we do. Think about that. Soak that in. There's an entire school where they have all of these roles by multiple different people. And then 4 o'clock hits, and we're it. We get to do it, right? How many of you are a little nervous when you read that list of everything that you assume? Yeah? I see some hands. It's okay, because we're superheroes and we can do it. But we can't do it alone, can we? So the first thing I want to talk about is our sidekicks. Those are your staff. That's the only reason that your program can happen, is that you entrust your staff to be with the kids, because you can't be everywhere. You have to play to their strengths. You have to let them become the superheroes. You have to train them, because just like right now, program just started. My phone has not went off once. That tells me that my staff have 120 kids under control right now. And that is amazing. So we are going to put some things in effect today that I have tried out and it's worked. And I'm hoping that you can take this stuff back to help your sidekicks to make sure that you are placing them where they need to be. So we're just going to kick it off right away. We're just going to get up and move. So the best thing is if I could have you guys all just go out into the hallway and pair up with someone that you know or someone that you don't know. And we are going to decide what your strengths are. I would like to thank you guys again for going out there. I know it was a little scary being the car and having to close your eyes and trust someone, but I hope that gives you guys a fun little activity to take back and to see where your staff kind of lie. So the next topic is our students. This is the heart of our program. This is why we are after school. I would be lying if I said every kid was happy, energetic when they came to programming. But that's not always the case. We have to understand that our kids have been at school for 7 or more hours by the time that they come to us. So I want to ask you guys, we work 8-hour shifts. After that 8-hour shift, could you be asked or told that you were going to go somewhere and stay there until someone came and picked you up? You wouldn't be very happy. So the things that we do to ensure that our students are happy, we need to make sure that we listen to them. We make sure that they have a voice. Every week, I ask my kids what they liked and what they didn't like. Every 5 weeks, I come up with a new club or 7 new clubs, and I hand out pieces of paper and I let them circle what they like. I use pictures, I use English, I use Spanish. I make sure that they know what they're signing up for, and I give them that choice. They are extremely happy to come to my after school program on Mondays because it is choice day. They get to decide what they want to do. I assign my staff to the areas. We have Lego club going on, we have book club going on. All of that is the choices from the voice that I heard that they wanted to do. And so I just really want to make sure that this is their place, not my place. The materials I buy are for them, not for me. It's to make them happy to be at school or in the after school program. One thing that I do, I know this looks really complicated, but let me tell you, I can walk away and every single person that knows how to read this can do what they need to do to be successful in the program. I had to cut it off. It kind of goes to D&E, but my phone wasn't going to do that. But I run 9 different clubs, classes, and I have to arrange everybody to cover that. I have to make sure snack and dinner are covered. I have to make sure the check-in table's covered. This is on my whiteboard. On Monday morning, I come and I fill this out for the entire week. My staff know who isn't going to be there. They know who's in charge at the check-in table. They know who needs to leave programming early to go get dinner started. They know who's handing out snack. They know what they need to get ready for the day. I have 5 staff that come in early, about 30 minutes early, and they look and they know that on Thursday, first grade is going to the gym. So that means they need to go into the gym closet. They need to pick out what stations they're going to need. They need to put it in the wagon. They need to go take it to the gym. I trust them. I trust every single one. When they come in, that's the first stop after clocking in, is they need to go see where they are for the day. Let's say a meeting ran late, and I'm not going to be there for the start of programming. They know what to do. The only reason they need me is to make this for them and to occasionally deal with the behavior issues that arise. This is yes. The program starts at 3:15 and ends at 6. Yes. Start dinner or start 5 to 5:30 every day for elementary, intermediate, and middle school might be a little longer. 5:15 to 5:45, and then our high school is 5:30 to 6:30, I believe. So we can't take the food out of the building, but if they are there and they want to eat, they can eat. But it's optional, just like what you said. Most parents do want them to eat because there's gymnastics, soccer, like all these things that they pick them up and take them right to. So I get about 40 to 50 kids who want to eat dinner every night. I know that other sites at the middle school and high school with practices, they get a lot more of the kids who stop there to get a bite to eat because our snack and dinner are completely free. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to hand the microphone over to Joel. No, no, that's great. I love the question. But he will have the right words for the answer. And we use nutrition services at our school, and they provide the snack. It's ready for us when we get in there. And then the high school person makes all the hot dinners and delivers it to each of our sites about 15 minutes before we serve. So yes, I would like to go back to the first slide of students that are there for 7 hours. We do serve them breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. So their entire day is centered around what we do. So this next portion, we're going to move again, but I want you guys to move to a table with someone in your age. Whether you're elementary after school, intermediate, middle school, high school, or a partner or director of different after school programs. So if you're elementary, I want you to elementary and intermediate come to this side. High school, middle school, I want you to go to this side. And then if you're a director or a partner or someone like that, let's put you guys in the middle because I have some questions I want you guys to discuss. I say it might just be you. There you go. So you guys are sitting with someone who does what you do. Either you're an elementary, intermediate, whether you're middle school, high school programming, or maybe you're all, maybe you're a partner, maybe grants, funding. Everything is important to the after school program. So I want you guys to share where you're from. I want you guys to share a positive thing that is going on in your program right now. And then I want you guys to share something that you guys struggle with. It could be not finding enough people to take your grants or trying to pick who gets the grants after all the submissions. It could be attendance, trying to get more middle school, high school involved. It could be staffing. Maybe you have a need for so many elementary and intermediate that you guys just don't know how to reach the number of staff to get everybody in. So I wanted to give you guys about 5 minutes here. Just talk, communicate with someone that is you, that knows what you do. Okay, has everyone had a chance to share? Can I ask a question really quick? By show of hands, how many of you guys just felt heard? That someone in your group said something that was either positive or negative that you connected with? Raise your hand. The reason I had you guys get into these groups was to connect with those people. They know that you're a superhero. They know all the different roles that you take, and they're here to support you. So before I have you guys go back to your seats, they gave us all these business cards. If you're like me, I still have some in here. Why don't you guys go ahead and share some of those around the table? Because if you have questions throughout the year, these might be the people who know and understand what you're going through. Not that anybody is needing to, but if you would like to take one of mine, I will just put them on the table. You do not need to. But you guys feel really good now, right? Connecting with someone. So we talked about our staff, we talked about our students, and we talked about schedules. But the most important thing is school. Having that connection to a school, communication with a school, can really make your program amazing. I would not have an amazing program if it wasn't for meeting with my principal on a weekly basis. I I know that it's hard to do that, but it really just connects us. She wants to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on during the school day. She is the one who connected me with all the teachers. I now go to their PLCs and I hear about what they are learning in the classroom, what kids are struggling with right now, because those give me great ideas of how I can bring it back to the program and make sure that we're keeping the enrichment going and meeting what the school needs to meet too. So, not everybody is in a school system. Not everybody has the support, but we can always start with the first thing, communication. Raise your hand if you communicate well with your principal or admin. There's some hands that aren't up, but it's really nice to see that we're being supported by the school, right? How many of you feel supported though? That everything that you bring up to them, they are listening and they're helping you with. Do you feel valued? What? When it's convenient for them. Yes. When they need to make, 28 homecoming posters and they forgot to do it during school and so now it's after school's problem, right? But you can sometimes say no, right? You can say, I don't have the resources. I don't have the time. I don't have the staff. Sometimes they can see maybe taking advantage of us, right? How do you guys, does anybody know how they set that boundary? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really important there. Telling people what you're doing. I make a point outside of my room. I have a bulletin board and I like to put what the kids are doing up there. Highlights from the last month. I get a lot of questions because when I put them up there, I give the shortest possible what it was because I want them to ask. I don't want to put a huge paragraph up there. And who's going to walk by and read a huge paragraph? Nobody. Okay? I put the word box day up there. If you've never done a box day, the kids love it. All you do is save boxes. Talk to your janitors, your custodial, and save boxes. Go to the gym. You're going to give them washable markers. You're going to give them scissors. And you're going to tell them be out of the box, be creative, go make some things. The items that they come up with are genius. It costs you nothing. And when you're done, you recycle the boxes. So I have a thing up there that just says box day, and the teachers never heard of what box day was. They came into my room. I now have teachers dropping boxes off randomly. So I'm guessing they want me to do it again. But communicating, but also following up. That has been probably the biggest step in my communication and being supported is following up on everything. I always bring a notepad with me. I write down the stuff. Whenever she brings up something and I say, yeah, I'm going to do that, I follow it up. I email her, I show her, because now I'm building trust that she knows I'm going to follow through. But sometimes I have to hold her accountable too. Sometimes they get busy. It happens. They have a lot on their plate too. So just letting them know that, hey, I haven't heard this response. As long as you're being nice and you're letting them know, they're going to support you and they're going to be like, yes, I forgot to do that. Is there anything that anybody wanted to share from their group? Something that you all had in common? Staff? What about staff? That is a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It took me a long time to get where I am. And I will tell you, 7 of my staff right now are paras. And that is amazing because they know the kids, they know the school, they know how to do everything. But not everybody has that access, right? I'm also fortunate enough to be from Crete, where we have Doane University. It's a very small town. There's not a lot of job opportunities there. So we are constantly getting education majors to come. The thing I can challenge you with is how much do you said you don't trust them to do? Like, they're not ready there, right? How many of you guys wish that you could have brought them here? Okay. um, I wish, think about the beginning of the school year. All of our certified teachers that have a bachelor's or more attend a week and a half, 2 weeks of professional development to get ready. Our staff just show up to day one and we try to go for it, you know? So I wish that there was times in there that we could build in. And those times are usually on professional development days that the school randomly have off. I make those mandatory meeting days and I bring my staff in. I keep the hours. I stay late. You know, we're going to do it from 3 to 6, just like if the kids were here. And I tried to build in where we are weak and I try to practice with them. Um, and I really do try. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, but I know that those high schoolers can do it, but you just wish you had time. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I should explain my clubs. So, our clubs are very made up. I have a Lego club going on right now. Literally, what Lego club consists of is they go to a room, I put Legos on the table, and I say, build me a house. That right there is engineering, that's problem solving, and they get to play with Legos. There's so much more I could list about Legos. Then you could go and you could purchase Lego kits, and you could put the Taj Mahal together. I had an entire second grade team that put Taj Mahal together, and then we learned about the Taj Mahal. Like, there's so many like educational things that you can build off of just the simplest toy. When I say book club, they just go to the library and pick out a book, and we read the book. you know. Um, I have a Play-Doh club. So they played with Play-Doh the first week. The second week, they got tools to try to build something. The third week, I gave them sand, kinetic sand, and we talked about the different textures between Play-Doh and kinetic sand and which one you could make certain things out of and what's best for it. And then weeks 4 and 5, they got to make their own Play-Doh to take home. And then week 5, they got to make their own kinetic sand and take it home. So that's how I extended that club out into 5 different weeks. I do not offer the same club every day. For my site, I just do clubs on 2 days a week. I know other sites do clubs every day, but they're not offered every day. So, like maybe Dungeons and Dragons are Tuesday, Thursday. Maybe soccer is. But adding the word club to it makes the kids extremely excited. I did a movie club too last December when it was really cold out. I had a movie club. We watched half a movie. Then we came up with 3 questions. They were a simple question. And then the next time they watched the others. And then we learned about how popcorn is made, you know? Like, you can tie anything into a subject, and especially at the K2, K through 5, you can make it anything. It's educational on anything. Middle school, high school, just add a little bit more in-depth questions to it and you have your clubs. They're super easy. Not everybody has the staff. Not everybody has the school. Not everybody has schedules that work. But in the end, the kids are happy, aren't they? They want to be there. You want to be there. And that's what really makes the after school amazing. I will stick around if you guys have any questions or if you guys want to chat with anybody, but we are almost out of time. Thank you.